Real Madrid's decision on who stands between the posts after Thibaut Courtois is no simple personnel tweak. It's a choices that could define the club's next decade. Right now, the club wears two faces. One, the comfortable certainty of a veteran keeper who has delivered trophies and extraordinary moments for years. The other, the restless, impatient eye of a football institution that must always prepare for the exact moment its heroes slow down. Courtois remains a colossus, but age and the nagging reality of injuries have forced the club's hand into planning. For seasons, the natural successor was supposed to be Lunin, a keeper who has spent long stretches as understudy and who, at times, has shown glimpses of the reflexes and composure Real Madrid admire. Yet patience has limits. When opportunities have arrived, consistency hasn't. That gap between hope and performance is why conversations backstage have changed tone, why whispers about other options have grown louder, and why the name of a 20-year-old from Castilla has moved from academy chatter to first-team strategy sessions. Fran González hasn't been thrust into the spotlight by accident. He is unusually tall and comfortable with the ball at his feet, and his calm in aerial duels and distribution has caught the eye of coaches who prize a goalkeeper who can start attacks as well as stop them. Ups, training performances, and a handful of competitive appearances have convinced a growing number of people inside Valdebebas that Fran is not merely a promising prospect, but a real candidate for the long-term role. That momentum matters in football because confidence begets opportunity. When managers and directors talk about a player as the future, his margin for error widens and the club's incentives shift toward protecting and securing him. Contract length, development plans, and the strategic calculus of whether to tie him down or send him on loan have suddenly become boardroom items rather than coaching curiosities. For Lunin, the implications are immediate and personal. He has been the dutiful deputy, the kind of player who accepts the bench at a great club to be part of something larger. And yet, there comes a point where a goalkeeper's career is measured by minutes rather than medals. If Real Madrid formally pivot toward Fran, Lunin faces a cold but clear choice. Continue as a high-profile backup at one of football's most famous clubs, or move, possibly this summer, to a side where he can be the undisputed number one. Neither path is shameful. Many goalkeepers have rebuilt or reinvented careers by choosing regular football over prestige, but it is a painful crossroads for a player who was once widely considered the natural heir to Courtois. From the club's perspective, the decision is bureaucratic and emotional at once. Locking Fran into a long contract and accelerating his path would be a vote of faith in homegrown development and a gamble that youth can replace veteran reliability without disastrous short-term costs. Alternatively, keeping the status quo and continuing to back Lunin would preserve continuity, but might postpone an inevitable generational shift and risk stagnation for a player who needs stars. A third path, signing an external, experienced keeper, would be the most conservative but the costliest, both financially and in terms of blocking a homegrown talent's pathway. Fans will judge this as they do everything at the Bernabeu, with passion, impatience, and unforgiving scrutiny. Some will demand immediate promotion of the young hero, drawn to the romance of a local talent wearing the white jersey every week. Others will call for caution, pointing to the high stakes of every misstep at a club that expects trophies, not triumph. Either way, the ripple effects will extend beyond the team sheet. A decision to pivot to youth could alter Real Madrid's market activity, free funds for other areas, and send Lunin and perhaps other squad members into new chapters across Europe. The club has navigated transitions before. What will test them now is balancing short-term competitiveness with long-term vision. Whatever choice is made, the storyline will be watched closely across La Liga and the continent. It is a fresh example of how elite clubs balance the reverence for a present hero with the restless search for future guardians. For the players involved, it is intensely personal. For the club, it is institutional. And for everyone who loves football, it is another reminder that the sport's great institutions are always in quiet rooms and on noisy training pitches, making decisions that will echo through seasons to come.